Okay, please confirm if you can see my screen. Can everybody see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, once again, good evening, everyone. This class is going to be a fast class. I don't intend for it to be long. I just have key items that we need to touch just to further improve on, the knowledge we already have, and also to consolidate on our ability to, take this trade. So basically, first, I want you guys to understand that after you have done whatever training you are doing in Forex, once you have possessed the knowledge, you see there's no limit to what you can do. Okay, there's no limit, and a large part of it is your interest and your passion, about the forex trading business. So it's really a function of an individual. Let me put it that way. It's actually a function of you as a person, what you want and what you want to achieve. And like I said, there's no limit. You can trade in this market and make so much money. It all depends on the volume of fund they are using to trade the market. I actually plan to put this training for tomorrow, but I just realized that tomorrow is our communion service, and every first Sunday, I'm not able to do additional stuff because I close late, in church on that day. So because of that, I try not to fix any program on that day. So that's why the notice is short. I know that a lot of people are not here. I might need to repeat this class after some time because what I want to cover is very, very important. Yesterday, I dropped some posts on the chat, right? So you saw this, right? Now, I'm sure it's not everybody that understand this when you see it, right? And you may not be able to say, okay, so how do I use this to trade, or how does this benefit my trading? Now, and if you see my comments, I said this is tested and trusted that it works, right? And the reason is that I've used it. Okay, I've used it, and over time, it has actually worked well. So, and I want you guys to see how you can benefit from it, how you can use it, basically. Now, what you see there is actually baby pips. So if you go to babypips.com, this is baby pips homepage, right? So baby pips is one of the best self-paced forex trading website in the world. Number one, it is very simple. Number two, their style of communication is very, very simple. Okay. Even if you are a novice, you have not done anything before, and you come to Baby Peace to learn Forex for the first time, you will actually know it. And every time I teach anybody Forex, I recommend Baby Peace for that person to and go to the School of Pipsology. This is the School of Pipsology, and start the courses and go through these courses. Now, recently, Baby Peeps added something to their website, and it's called the Market Make. Look at this tab here. The market make is something that is trademarked to BBP. You can see on top there is market make TM, meaning they trademark it, right? So you might not, another person may not be able to use this name. Okay. So when you click on this market make, it will give you a snapshot of the market. And trust me, this thing works 100%. I'm not telling you maybe 80%. I'm telling you 100%. Now, I want you to understand that beside the knowledge of the chart that you are trading, you need to also understand the currency. You need to understand currency relationships. There's what we call currency correlation. Okay, that's something that you can just read by yourself, but generally you need to understand the relationship of currencies. And then if you understand the relationship with currencies, the next thing you want to do, you want to be trading a strong currency and a weak currency. That thing that will make your trade to move so massively is when you are trading a strong versus weak. If you trade strong versus strong, you already know the result because there's going to be a tussle. There's not going to be so much movement. So that's when you say market is ranging. No, the real reason why your market range is because the strength of your base currency and your port currency are close. So when you say GBP USD, if the strength of GBP and the strength of USD are very close, not too much movement will happen in that currency pair. Okay, so it's very critical that you know that if you want to buy, if you are going to buy, you want to buy a strong currency versus a weak currency. Okay, so USD JPY, for instance, USD right here is strong. And I want you to look at this thing. You see this line, this is the boundary. Everything to the left is weak, everything to the right is strong. But now, when I say everything to the left is weak, that doesn't mean that something like this euro now, that doesn't mean that it's weak. It's just telling you that euro is just about to start getting weak. Okay. But when you see something like JPY, this JPY is extremely weak, meaning that if you are to buy USD JPY, the market is going to move so much in your favor, so much significant. I mean, you are going to see significant move. So if you switch back to the chart and go to USD JPY, so let's see USD JPY for last Friday, USD JPY, you see that there's a significant move, right? Why? Because the currency JPY is weak and the currency USD is strong. And USD is the base currency. USD is the base currency, while JPY is the quote currency. So if you buy a strong base currency versus a weak quote currency, the market will rally in your favor, just like you see here. Okay, just like you see here, right? So that's one of the benefits of coming to look at this thing. But this guy, they have, if you try to do it, I'm sure you're going to come to a point where you say where the system tells you to pay, right? But now, before we go into where the system will tell you to pay, I want you to just take the one that is free, at least for now. The market snapshot is free, and this is how you can use it. You can come here, look at this place where you have setting, where my mouse is now. You see time interval and you see price stream. So it's either you want to look at this analysis based on the last candle that closed. Right now, the market is closed. So right now, all the candles of all the various pairs, they are closed. So if I'm looking at the last candle that closed, this is what the market is telling me. If I'm looking at the real time, what is happening in the market at that moment, this is what the market is telling me. Now you're going to see that there's going to be a little change. And then once you change the time frame, the market is going to tell you something else. So if I change this time frame from daily to 4 hour, all this, are you seeing the changes? All this strength is going to change. So this strength is time frame dependent. Okay, but you can decide to say, I want to stay on 4 hour. Anything that happen on 4 hour, I want to trade within the boundary of 4 hour. And you say, okay, in 4 hour, CHF is strong. AUD is weak. You see that? AUD is weak, CHF is strong, meaning that AUD CHF is going to sell. You get me? AUD CHF is going to what? Is going to sell. Because CHF is the quote currency and AUD is the base currency. So whichever currency is strong, that's the direction that the market will go. Okay? Whichever currency is strong. So out of these two currency pair, AUD and CHF, the strong currency is CHF. The weak currency is AUD. But the base currency is AUD and the quote currency is CHF. So what will the market do? The market will go in the direction of the quote currency. So in this case, CHF is the second currency, so the market will sell. So if you switch, let's go to my chart and say, let's switch the chart to AUD CHF. So if we switch this chart to AUD CHF, yeah, AUD CHF. Yeah. So you can see that AUD CHF sold. Can you see that? So the market is selling, you know. So if you look at this thing, like I said in my post, it works 100%. So now you want to familiarize yourself with this guy. Okay, for me, I permanently put my own on daily chart. So I don't care what happened on the other chart. I might just say I want to see what is happening on weekly and come here and say, okay, what's weekly saying? Weekly is telling me that USD is strong. What is monthly saying? Monthly is telling me that USD is strong. So USD is strong. Now, if you look at the macroeconomics figures for last week Friday, where the US released the non-farm payroll figures, if you look at those figures on Friday, I want you to understand these figures. Okay, this is the previous figure. This is the forecasted figure, and this is the actual at the time of release of the news. In Nigeria time, this news was released by 1:30 p.m. Okay, and the frequency of this news is once in a month. So if you click on this folder, look at this folder. If you click on this folder sign, it will tell you a little bit about what this news is all about. So this is the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and what they do, they measure the change in price business pay for labor, excluding the farming industry. Now, the effect of this news is that if the actual value is greater than the forecast value, it is good for the currency. Okay, and this news is released monthly, so you can take your time and come and read. If I want to go into history, these are the last dates that it was released in the past. So if you click on this more, you will see a lot into long ago, long time ago. You can see more. It doesn't have an end. It's very long, so you can see everything that has happened in the past. Okay, now this is the average hourly earning. So this tells you that average hourly earning, that if the effect is that if the value that comes out, like in this case, the forecasted 0.3, and then the release value is 0.4. 0.4 is greater than 0.3. So it's telling you that the USD is going to be strong based on this condition. Then condition number 2, because it's not just one news, look at it. We have 3 items that came out simultaneously during the non-farm payroll. The major one is this non-farm employment change, where this is the number of jobs that the United States creates. The previous month, they created 159,000 jobs. This was in the month of August. Okay. And then in the month of September, they forecasted to create 147,000 jobs. And they ended up creating 254,000. Now, 254,000 is higher than 147. And if you go into the effect of this news, it said actual greater than forecast is good for the currency. Now, this is the biggest news in the forex market history. This is the news that moved the market the most of all the news. The only news that probably will do something different are certain species, like when they announced Brexit. Yeah, when they announced that the UK is going to leave the EU, that's Brexit. That's a news that shook the forex market. Okay, but it's non-farm payroll is every month. So it's the biggest news. It has the most effect on the forex market. So usually people will tell you stay away from the market after the non-farm payroll you can trade. But trust me, I will tell you it's not a very good advice. What you should think of is how do you take advantage of the non-farm payroll news? If the non-farm payroll is happening every month, are you telling me that you're going to be staying out of trade every first Friday of the month? No. You need to devise a way to be able to trade it. You look for a method that you can use to trade it. I've also mentioned here before that whenever the news is released, the news release time is 1:30. Now, at that 1:30, the value will come out. But it takes 30 minutes for the news correction to happen because there's a possibility that even though they release this value can change within a period of 30 minutes. But after that 30 minutes, if this value doesn't change, then it remains. Okay, so they gave a period of 30 minutes for correction because somebody can make a mistake in that announcement or something can go wrong. But after 30 minutes, when the value comes out, all the correction will happen. And after that 30 minutes, any value you see there is not permanent. So you can decide not to trade until after that 30 minutes. Then after that 30 minutes, you can look for entry. Because once that correction is made, remember, when the news is being released, the market is going to whipsaw. It's going to go up, down, But after that 30 minutes, it's going to start settling for the direction that it will actually go. Okay. Now, in some cases, when they are releasing the non-farm payroll, it's not only the USD. Sometimes it's both USD and CAD, the Canadian dollar. They come out almost the same time. And sometimes the value of that Canadian dollar news have a way of affecting the US dollar news. And then the last item on this non-farm payroll is the unemployment rate. You will agree with me that as far as unemployment is concerned, you want to keep it low. And then employment, you want to keep employment high. So you can see the effect of this news. Actual less than forecast is good for the currency. Meaning that if the number of unemployment is low, the US dollar will be strengthened. So this news that came out on Friday, every single component of the news favored the US dollar. Every single component. And when this news is read, remember it came out on Friday. That doesn't mean that the effect will remain only on Friday. The effect can still drive the market for a long time. And as you can see from the market snapshot here, you can see we just check monthly, and monthly tells us US dollar is strong. Weekly tells us US dollar is strong. Daily tells us US dollar is strong. So if from monthly to daily is saying that US dollar is strong, then of a true, US dollar is strong. Then if you want to see yearly tells us US dollar is also strong behind the Great British pounds. So you need to take advantage of this. Even if you want to scalp, let's say you want your trading strategy, you want to use it to scalp the market, you can still use this to scalp the market. All you need to do is come to a lower time frame, say 1 hour, and get the opinion of what the market sentiment is telling you. So based on this information, you can be scalping the market. Okay. Now, beyond the market snapshot, I just want to show you what you can see. So this one, what you are looking at now is under Forex. So if I click on this tab, it will show me indices, cryptos, commodities. So if I click on cryptos, it shows me what do I have on crypto, BTC, Ethereum, and USD. Okay. Then if I click on commodities, it shows me all the commodities that's available: wheat, corn, US oil, UK oil, natural gas, gold, you know. This is what we have on the commodities. And then if you look at indices, here you have some of the good stocks. Okay. So this is this indices, they are the generic ones, right? So you have Hong Kong, you have UK, you have France, EU, Germany, China, Australia, US, SPS is also US. One, two, three are US, Japan, um, Nasdaq is also US, and this is Spain. Okay, so all these are countries, stock, generic stock that you can trade from. So these are their these values you are seeing here. This is their 1 hour rating. So if you switch this to daily, it's going to give you something different. Now you can see that all these indices, they are all buying, all of them. They are buying their actual position or the actual outlook is that they are buying. So if you know that CN50 is buying, did you see what CN50 did in the market some few days ago? Let me show you. CN50. That's a crazy buy. Look at it. Crazy buy. Look at it on daily chart. This is how it goes. Boom. Terrible. And funny enough, this market, for a long time, I've been following it. I've been following it. I've been trying to see how will I catch this buy that is coming. In one or two occasions, I tried to buy. The market did not, buy, and I left it. And then all of a sudden, boom, that's all this massive run that you see. Okay, so if you look at this, if you look at this now, what you need to do, I just want to show you how you can take advantage of it. So this guy has told us that CN50 is a buy, right? Based on the daily chart. Now, on the 1 hour chart, what am I looking for? I need to buy every pullback I see. Pullback, enter a trade. Pullback, enter a trade. Anywhere you see pullback, look for a trade. Okay? All the pullbacks are opportunity for you to buy. Every pullback you see, put a counter trend line and look for a trade. So all this break, now this is entry 1, entry 2, entry 3, entry 4. All these entries on this 1 hour, you would have taken them just because you saw that this guy is buying. I don't know, somebody tell me, is it making sense to you guys?
So much sense.
So this will help to reduce your analysis. You see that analysis you do on the chart, this whole thing will summarize it for you. It will help you to reduce that lengthy analysis that you are doing. So I just gave an example now with CN. So if you already know that CN50 is buying, you already know that HK is buying, you already know that JPN is buying, okay? All you need to do is go to a lower time frame of it. Remember, this is daily, okay? And I want to buy in the direction of the daily. I want to sell in the direction of the daily, right? So you just come and get this sentiment. Once you have this sentiment, you come to the chart, go to 1 hour or 4 hour. You can do from 1 hour, you can do from 4 hour, any of these two. Then you look for pullbacks and trade. Look for pullbacks and trade. So every pullback becomes an entry for you. Every pullback becomes an entry. Okay. All right. So next on this guy is, so I can because I'm paying. My own is not free. I pay. One thing I believe is that if you want to make money in this market, you have to buy tools. You have to pay for tools. I pay. Okay.
What's the cost of it?
It's just $9.99. It's cheap.
Oh, that's not too bad. That's fair enough.
It's $9.99 in a month. So you pay and you have access to a whole lot. So if I click on this CN now, for instance, you can see buy or sell. I can come here now and click buy or sell. If I'm not paid, this page will not open for me. All this information that you see here, they're only available to those that are paid. If you go to your own and if you try to access it now and you try to click on the currency, you will see it will give you option to buy, to pay. Okay. Why? Because these are analysis that that can put you in good profit. Okay. So if you look at this overview, it's telling you that there's a higher chance that CM50 is buying. Okay. There's a higher chance that is buying. So I can switch this now. Remember I told you that once I know that the daily is buying, I can come to 1 hour. Okay, so I come here and say 1 hour. Are you seeing what 1 hour is telling me? Can you see that everything, the short-term trend is a buy, the medium-term trend is a buy, the long-term is a buy, everything about 1 hour is a buy. Okay, now based on this information, I go to CM50 and start looking for opportunity to buy. Every opportunity to buy is an opportunity. Okay, so it's not rocket science. It's just to be able to use this tool. Okay, so you can use it as a guide, for your trade. In that way, I'm sure you have less challenge. Okay, and then there are other things that you can see. You can see heat map, you can see performance, you can see a lot of stuff. So if you look at the heat map is telling you that 15 minutes is a buy. So by the color, so when you come here, what does the color mean? This color say this pair is above the prior bar high. This one say is above the prior bar close, but below the high. And this is the current. So this tells you that the currency is flat, but these two tells you the currency is buying. Then these two tells you the currency is selling. Okay. So as you can see, from 15 minutes to 1 year, CM50 is a buy. Can you see that? So by merely looking at this heat map, all you need to do is just so you can see all the time frame, and you can come here and say, okay, I just want to see only 1 hour. It will tell you what only 1 hour is doing, only monthly, only weekly, Okay, I want to see. Now that you can do if you are using your daily as your trend time frame. Okay, say my daily is my trend, and then my entry is my 1 hour. Then you can put these two time frame and say daily say buy, 1 hour say buy, take the trade. Do you understand? But if daily is saying buy and 1 hour is saying sell, then you don't want to take the trade. Or you can say, okay, I want to use 3 time frame. I want to use weekly. I want to use weekly and 4 hour. Weekly and 4 hour. So if weekly say buy, I want to see a buy on 4 hour. If weekly say sell, I want to see a sell on 4 hour. Okay. All right. So I hope it's clear.
Yes, it is.
All right. So let's go back to the market wash. So if you come back here where we were before, so on this market wash, you can select a family of a family, Let's say you want to see all the major pairs. You can come to major pairs. You can come to only Euro pairs, only AUD pairs, only GBP pairs. You know the way the pairs are formed. So if I pick the major currency, say for instance, I come back to my main page. These are the major currencies. Okay. So if I pick this major currency CHF, for me to have all the CHF pairs, I will say CHF JPY. USD CHF, Euro CHF, CAD CHF CAD or CAD CHF, GBP CHF, NZD CHF, AUD CHF. Now, what have I successfully done? I've successfully done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've successfully formed 7 currency pairs with CHF alone. Now I come to JPY. I do same for JPY. I come to USD. By the time you finish forming all the currency pairs, you are going to have 28 currency pairs from the major currency pairs alone, okay, that you are going to trade. These 28 pairs, you can see them here on the market watch. So when you come to market watch and you select watch list, you want to see all the AUD pairs. Once you click on it, it will give you not just the pairs, it will tell you what they are doing. It will tell you globally how many people are buying it, how many people are selling it. What's the percentage strength of the currency? 29% strength and 71% weakness of this currency pairs. Okay, so if you look at them, you see all their gains. You can change the pips, you can change it to something else. You can say, okay, show me the value, that they've moved. You can do anything you want. Okay. So these are all the pairs you are going to get when you select that AUD. So you look here. One thing you can also do is you can look at this and say, okay, the one that is green is buy and the one that is red is sell, right? So if this one is selling, this one has gone a little bit far. This one has gone, very far. Okay. So you can look at the one that is just beginning and you can say, okay, this one is just starting to buy. Let me join. Okay. You can also use that as a way of analyzing, your pairs. So you can pick any family of the pairs here. Okay. You can BTC pairs, BTC USD. Okay. You can select NZD pair, JPY pair. So anything at all, any currency pair, you can pick them here and you see, their relationship, how they are doing, how well they are doing. Okay. So I think this will, largely guide your analysis, and it will enable you to take, better trades. Enable you to take better trades. Remember, if like for example, if I come here and I say daily, okay. Sorry, let me go to the snapshot. So if I come here and I say daily, I'm using daily as my trend. Okay, I can decide to say monthly. I use monthly as my trend. So it depends on what you want to use as your trend. Just make sure that whatever you are doing, you are trading in the direction of the time frame that you have set as your trend. Just 1 minute. Who is the favor? Favor. Come and attend to this girl now. You know she will shout if you are not there. Okay, so basically this is just to put an explanation to when you see it on the chart, when I post it like that, you may not really make out, you will not be able to understand what it is, in reality. But in reality, this is what it is. Okay. This is one of the things I want to share with you today. And then the next thing I want to share with you is, if you feel that your work schedule is too tight and it may be difficult for you to be doing all this analysis, okay, then you can do what we call strategy trading. Now, trading with strategy managers, I'll use FSTM as an example. So let me see if I can even see them directly from here. FSTM. Okay, so you see this, you see this tab, FSTM Invest. Okay, if you click on this FSTM Invest, okay, what is it now? If she's not ready to bid, carry her away. When I finish, you come and sorry. So if you come to this FSCN Invest, you click on FSCN Invest. You can create an investment account. Okay. So while you create this investment account, there are people, that are called what do you call them? Strategy managers. Okay. So as I am now, I can open a strategy management account. So when I open that account, it's going to be open. Well, it depends on me, okay, because I can decide to keep it to myself, can decide to make it available for people to be able to invest on it. So when you open that account, you are going to let me see, I can see them. Let me see the strategy manager. Okay, maybe I need to log in first. So let me log in. Okay, so this is, so if you now come down to, so as you already see, so you see these are strategy managers. Okay, so if you come here and say view all strategy providers, if I click on this place, it will take me to a place where it will populate a list of those that are strategy managers for me. These people, they are all strategy managers in FSTM. Okay, so what you are seeing here is their return rate from when they became strategy manager. These are their return rates. Then when you see this risk level, this is the kind of risk that trading with these guys can expose your money to. Okay, so this guy, Truffle, has a return rate of 233.9%. Okay, and he has been trading for 299 days. His risk level is 2, and he has 19 followers. The fund is managing is around 10K, $10,000. Okay. This guy, Holy Matt, has been trading for about 499 days with a powerful return rate of 7,978.01%. This is huge. Okay. And the total money is managing is around 340K. But here is a problem. The guy's risk level is 5. You can see that it is red. Okay. Even though he has powerful, very good return rate, he's taking very high risk in his trade. Maybe by his lot size, maybe by his stop loss. He's been estimated to be taking a lot of risk. So what you can do, you can click on this guy. So let's click on the first one. Click on this first guy. Okay. And then we'll see the guy's performance. See his performance. I want you to see this return chart. Okay, so this is his performance over time. Now, let me tell you, this performance is beautiful. In the month of January, okay, this is 15 January. If you have invested in this guy's strategy, okay, from 15 January to, if I let's say to date, that's about, okay, first let me see which year is this. Okay, it's about this year. Let's see. Yeah, it's this year. Okay. So if you have started investing with this guy from the beginning of this year, you would have possibly, so let's do a rough mathematics. So if we say we invest $1,000, $1,000. This thing always disturbing me. So 1, 2, 3 times 233%. Okay, so that's 133,000. So if you have invested 1K, you can see the trend. Okay. So every time you see that the market, the line comes down, it means the guy made a loss. Okay. If the line comes down, he made a loss. Okay. So usually, if you want to invest in this kind of strategy, you may want to see the breakdown, see the guy's breakdown, and this guy's result is very good. C is drawdown is 22.66%. Okay, and then C is this is all time return. Okay, so in 3 months he had 68% return. In 6 months he had 168% return, and all time he has 233% return. So somebody that invested 1,000 from when this guy started, by now the person would have made $233,000. Okay, now that $233,000, the guy is going to when you place withdrawal, okay, the system will automatically process 70% of this amount to you that invested your money, and then 30% of this amount to the guy that is doing the trade. Is
that calculation correct? 233% for $1,000. I'm getting $2,333.
Sorry, you are correct.
Mm.
You know, I like money where the thing just enter my head.
Yeah. Okay,
100,000.
it's still that 233% is for how long? What period?
It's about a year. If you look at it, you look at this thing, it's a total number of trading days. Look at its
Okay.
total. Look at the total number of trading days. It's around 200. And look at it, days open, 299 days.
Yeah.
It's not up to a year yet. Okay.
Yeah.
So somebody that invested 100 on $1,000 in this guy's strategy would have made that amount, right? Then somebody that invested $100,000, you can imagine 233% of $100,000 is a lot of money. You understand? So it's relative, and now this is where you have a problem. Now you look at this guy's chart. This guy has been doing very well, very well, very well, very well. And then when you wanted to invest, you can invest here. You invested today, and after like 3 days, the guy dropped to this place. You see that? Now, from year to year, that's close to like 60% drop. Okay. So if you have invested $1,000 at this point, when this guy drops 60%, you have lost about $600 already from your money.
You might wipe out your account. But is there a risk of
It will not wipe out your account. It will not wipe out your account, but it can actually wipe out your account. Okay? Because let me tell you the way this thing works. The way this thing works is this. The money that you are putting in this guy's strategy, and that's why I love this thing, because number one, this is one of the best way you can invest, in the sense that same money, if you put that money in First Bank, it will not change in value. In fact, it will depreciate in value. Okay, but that same money, if you come and put it in, because that's why you need to do this analysis. How consistent has this guy been in his trading? So if I want to invest in this guy's strategy, I will look for a day where the guy has a loss. After the loss, when it starts rising again, that's when I would like to invest. Okay? Because if the guy lost, he would have gone to do, some research to see, oh, why did I lose? I need to correct this loss and start making money again. So in this case, the best place for you to invest would be somewhere here, where the guy had this dip. After this dip, it started rising again. Now from this dip, this is 104%, to this is 233%. 233 minus 104. That's close to like 100 and close to by 130. About 130% rise. So if you have invested any amount here at this time, you would have risen with this amount of percentage in this number of time. And if you look at it, this was September 2024. And presently we are in October 7th, October 6th, the 5th. And the guy has already done this amount more than 100%, close to 130%, increase. So you can put your money here and you go and sleep. You don't need to do anything. You don't need to do anything. All you need to do is just come and invest here. Finish. As soon as you invest, leave your money. What happens is, look at what the guy is using to trade. Look at his here's his volume. Look at what the guy is using to trade. He's using $10,000 to trade. So if this guy makes, so the way it works is, if this guy grow this $10,000 with 10%, automatically in your account, that your money that you put will grow 10%. Do you understand? If the guy make this $10,000 now and he grow this 10,000, in fact, if this guy grow this $10,000 to $20,000, it means that the guy has made 100%, right? Your money you put, whether your money is 5 million, whether your money is 10 million, whether your money is 2,000, any amount you put will also grow by that same percentage that this is own money grow. Okay, so you have the choice. You have the choice of choosing. Out of all these plenty guys, you have the choice of selecting who you want to trade with. But in your choosing, the most critical thing you want to consider is the risk level. Check the risk level. See this guy. This guy is Swing SM. He has a return rate of 171%, and he has traded for more than 1,000 days. That is close to like 3 years. For 3 years. And look at his risk level. His risk level is 1. What he's using to trade is even less than $10,000. Okay, and then let's see his return. Let's see his chart. So you can see his chart. Okay, so this is 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. So look at the chart over time. So this is the last 3 years, okay, that the guy has been trading. You see, it came up, fall down, rose a little bit, came down, rose again. So you see, the guy is slow. His return rate is slow. His speed is slow, but then his risk is very minimal. Okay, his risk is minimal. Okay. So let's see. I'm trying to, where is this, what do you call it? Before now, it looks like not too many people are patronizing this thing again, because before now, I used to have people just like this guy. Now this guy is managing 340,000. I used to have people that manage 1 point something million, 2 million in this place. I don't know where they go. Wait, let's see more. Let's see if we'll see some people with some huge. I'm sure too many people are not doing it again, or maybe there are other options that people are also considering. Okay, but so this is just one of the way you can invest your money. But like I said, before you invest, you need to check the person's performance. And now this is not restricted to FSTM alone. Every broker does it. Every broker does it. Okay. So you can check your broker. There are some people they do what they call copy trade. This looks like copy trade, but in effect, it's not, in the sense that you are not taking trade. Your own is just that your money grows by percentage change in the amount that the person is using to trade. Okay, so that's just the difference. But overall, if you get a good person, mostly like this first guy, I think this thing, I think I love it. Let me see this guy. Okay, let's see this guy. Let's see his return rate chart. See this guy. He has a very good chart as well. Okay. So it was flat for some time. Maybe it wasn't trading. And then it started trading in January 2024. And between January 2024 and now, this is from 0% to 185%. So it has grown this market 185% in less than 1 year. Okay, in less than 1 year.
What is risk
Its
ratio
risk, its risk level is 2.
level? Mhm.
Its risk level is 2.
What's the highest risk level? Do they have a scale for
No,
this?
so the smaller the risk level, the better.
Mm,
Okay. When the risk level
yeah.
is, you see like this one, that the risk level is high now, it means that the chance of this guy making a mistake is high. But you can see his followers. He has the highest follower. You can see people like risk. Can
Mm,
you see that? He has the highest follower, 271 people following him. Why? And he's trading with $340,000. The only person that is trading with big money here. And look at his return rate, massive. And then if you look at his chart, his chart makes a lot of sense. In fact, the guy is rapidly moving up. Look at it. You go up, push down, push. So you see, every time the guy. So if I want to invest in this guy's strategy, I will wait for the guy to lose. So when he lose, I join his trade. When he lose, you join. You lose, you join. But imagine somebody, that joined his trade sometime in, let's say, January 2024. January
mm,
2020. I joined the guy's trade in January 2024. Between January 2024 and today, this guy has made more than 5,000% profit.
mm.
You see
There
that?
is a quick question, eh? Since you talk about this, I had one information recently from a broker in the UK that they actually sent the breakdown of their returns weekly. If you put like $1,000, they are showing that you can get $750 every week for 6 months. They are offering like a 6 months contract. you know.
Which broker is that?
I have to check again my records.
You can just send to me. Let me
Yeah,
check that.
I'll send the details to you after the meeting, so you can look at it
Okay.
if it makes sense.
So for this guy, more people will like to follow this guy. Why? Because there's an appreciable increase. Okay. But now the risk of following this guy is that you see this small drop this guy is having. If your money that you are investing in the guy's strategy is not, because this drop you are seeing now, they are huge amount of percentage. Okay. So if you put your, if you see here is 3,526, right? If I bring it down, that's 3,174. That's close to like 300% loss. So if this guy had this small loss, that is like losing 300% of what you invest. Your money will just disappear. You understand? So to invest in this guy's strategy, is better you watch when he just finish taking a loss. And then you see how you can ride with him on the next move that he wants to make. But overall, the guy's result is fantastic. I mean, imagine 7,000 profit in how many years? In fact, this is June 2023. June 2023 to, yeah, is that June 2023 to October 2024. That's like 1 year plus. Yes, 1 year, which is it has a total of 499 days. Okay. So 1 year, maybe like 1 year, 6 months. And the guy has made 7,978% of his investment. So calculate 7,978% of $1,000 is how much? That's like $79,000. Okay. Oh. So is it clear to everybody? Is it something that makes sense? Is it something that some people want to consider?
It is worth looking into. That is just alternate to one's trading strategy.
Yeah. But if you have to do it, like I said, make sure that you look at it. And that's why look at the comment that FSTM put here. Past performance does not guarantee future returns. Trading is risky. Okay. So they want you to make your decision yourself. Let's see his profit by the month. So you can see his highest this thing was in the month of August 2023. He will make his highest return. So every other month he's making returns, but not as high as August 2023. So this has been his highest, and that's fantastic. Okay.
Sorry, just to draw you back, Prof. The baby pips stuff. which do you recommend as the most reliable? You know, because I'm looking at it right now. I wasn't with my laptop I was just watching you, but now on my laptop. Which of them did you say was most reliable? We can leverage on.
Okay, so it's really up to you as a person, but for me, I prefer the daily. Okay, I prefer the daily because the daily is actually a day. So is a total decision, one full day candle. Now that one full day candle has 24 hours candlestick inside of 1 hour. Okay, so you can see a lot of movement in the 1 hour, but it will all culminate into what that daily candle will do. So I prefer using the daily, as my trend, and then I can use either 4 hour or 1 hour as my trigger, to take the trade. So if you are doing that, if you come to your watch list and you pick a currency pair, let's say Euro pair, and you pick any of the Euro pairs, say Euro JPY, pick Euro JPY. When you pick Euro JPY, you can come to buy or sell, click on buy on sell. When you click on buy on sell, this is the overall view, okay, of whether the market is buying or whether the market is going to sell. So it tells you what the short term is telling you, and then so you can come here, you can decide to change this time frame to a lower time frame of, say, sorry, you can come here and come to the currency heat map. You click on the heat map. When you click on the heat map, you can come here and select a time frame of your choice and say you want to be seeing, instead of seeing the old time frame like this, you want to use daily as your trend, and then you want to use 1 hour as your entry, and then it will give you these two. So if daily is saying that the market is buying and 1 hour is saying that the market is selling, then you don't have a trade. You don't want to trade. Okay. So alternatively, you can take away 1 hour and put 4 hour as your trend. Daily is saying buy, 4 hour is saying it wants to sell. So you don't have a trade. You only have a trade when the two time frame that you have selected are lining up, in one direction. Then you can say, okay, you want to trade from the 4 hour in the direction of the daily. You understand? Is it clear?
Yes, it is clear. How did you you went down to watch list? There's a symbol detail. You went to watch list. How did you make that combination?
So when you come here, when you click on watch list,
Okay.
when you click on watch list, under the watch list, this first tab, you see there's an
Okay.
tab. Click on this first tab. It will give you the option of selecting from the group. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
If I say you can take any pair, maybe what you are looking for is CHF pair. Select CHF pair. So it gives
Oh,
you,
I have to click it first.
yes. You have to click on if you click on the watch list, you have to select a pair first. Once you select the pair, it will give you all the currency pair in that group. Okay. Now it's showing like this because I selected each map. If I change it,
Okay, because it's showing different on my own. Okay.
if I change it to overview, it will show me the currency pairs direct. You see that?
Oh, each map is not showing amount because I've not paid. I see what you mean now. It's okay.
So your heat map will not come up because you have not paid. If you pay, then you have access to all this information.
Okay, fantastic. That's fine.
Okay. So the most critical thing about this paying is you want to be able to see the decision, what they are suggesting. Okay. You know, everything they
Yeah.
are doing here is more like general information. But when you pay and you click on this Euro JPY, you will be able to see this button, buy or sell. You see that?
Okay.
If you have not paid, you will not have access to this button. Is the market going to buy? Is the market going to sell? So you click on it. When you click on it, you will see bull case, bear case. When the bull case is more than the bear case, it means that the market is going to be buying. If the bear case is more than the bull case, it means that the market is going to be selling. And if neutral is more, it means that the market is neutral. Okay? So is that
Okay. Okay. Thank you very much. I understand it better now.
all right? Then Emmanuel, go ahead. Hello, Mr. Emmanuel. You are raising up your hand. Emmanuel, we can't hear you. Okay, let me assume maybe his network is bad. Okay, I hope that connection is clear. So the next thing is to come to your chart and start applying, those information. So it's nothing different from what we have learned. Okay, you